Now I can teleport. Sometimes I can do it automatically, you see. It's the curse. I just never know.
Don't forget that Bluto may still be hiding here. I will try to find out more inside. You, Watson, must intercept the policeman on his rounds. Given the hour and a bit of luck, it will be Smith.
Yes,
Try to
luck,
get some
that's the
information
most
from him.
important thing.
Understood,
For
Holmes.
an investigation in criminal detective. We're just attributing everything to luck now. This is not good. Bullying yet again.
Hello?
I know you. You're Squibby's guardian angel. You weren't dressed the same last time, but I don't forget a face. No hard feelings, huh? Join me in a glass?
Your Jack the Ripper is on everyone's lips and written in all of the papers.
It will
You
never
must be
catch
awfully
on, you
proud of
know.
yourself.
Such an
You have
idiotic
skill,
name.
That's for certain. It's a shame you use it to mask rather than discover the truth.
You better believe it.
Oh.
Find out who it is. I got a hold of old Schwartz's interpreter. You know, the Hungarian who saw Liz Stride get it. Doesn't speak a word of English. And when he went round to the station, another Jew went along to interpret. I found that bloke, and he repeated everything that had been said at the station. It won't be long before I find these fellows.
Yes, you're right on the cusp.
Why do you say these fellows? Were there several of them?
Do you not read the papers or what? Well,
No, I
you know
don't
the rubbish you
read
read sometimes. Let me explain. At 12:45 a.m., Schwartz goes down Burner Street towards Fairclough, on the side of the road where the Workers' Club is. A bit further from there, just near Duckfield Yard's wooden doors, a chap and a lady are arguing. The Star said that the bloke wanted to push the girl into Duckfield's yard, but the translator told me that Schwartz saw him pulling her towards the road. She doesn't want to follow. He grabs her by the shoulders and throws her to the ground. She falls a bit, not too loudly. Old Schwartz is scared, crosses to the other side, but continues in the same direction. The bloke with the girl notices
that
him
is
and
what
yells,
was going on in
"Lipsky!"
that thing.
At the same
That
time,
scene
another
a while
bloke at
back.
the corner of Fairclough and Burner, who was like a pipe, gets in on the action. He starts coming towards Schwartz in a
Bow,
menacing
wow.
way, and Schwartz takes to his heels, doesn't see anything else. Once he finds out that a woman got herself killed, he went to testify, and identified Longley Stride as the woman he saw getting thrown about. So there were definitely two blokes, mate. But why?
Mate.
Why am I telling you all this?
In vino veritas.
You're drunk. I think
I'll
is
take
what he
my
just
leave then,
said.
Mr. Bully.
That's
Wow,
right. Till
my
next time.
precognition abilities are just growing. It's being around you, Holmes.
If you're
Hello.
looking for some company, Gov, you've come to the wrong place. Me? I'm just here to pour. I don't care who you is, I knows nothing, and I don't care neither.
I knows nothing. Oh, your diction, my
A
dear.
draft, my good man.
What?
Here, sir.
Tell me, was it not a mere stone's throw away from here that the Whitechapel killer struck last week?
What are you trying to
That's
say?
Jack the Ripper, that's his name. Slit the throat
Yes,
of a
that's
working
of
girl in a
course his
small
name.
courtyard over there behind them big wooden doors.
Below the Workers' Club.
The very spot below Lipsky and Co. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack was one of them, if you catch my drift.
Oh, thank you. We have another
Lipsky and
anti-Semite.
Company. Do you mean to say that someone called Lipsky runs this club?
Nah, it's just that it's full of Jews. In Whitechapel, we call them all Lipskys, like that Lipsky who killed that girl in Batty Street last year.
Jesus
really?
Christ,
Last
get
year,
over
a
it.
Jew named Israel Lipsky killed a lass who was 6 months pregnant by making her drink acid. One trial and one protest by rabbis later, and he was hanging. By those who don't much like him, the Jews are called Lipskys.
It seems to
Is
be
the
pretty
term
much
Lipskys
everyone
used to
around
refer
here.
to the Jews in the area, and is this club frequented by Jews?
You got it. Socialist Jews even. They spend their
Socialist
evenings
Jews for the
hollering,
win.
singing. I've seen them spitting on the bosses.
And do you know the victim?
No more her than any other. The working girls don't drum up business too much in this street. They need a reason to end up here.
Wouldn't they need a reason to end up anywhere?
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, my racist
First
friend.
and foremost, I must find P.C. Smith. Good evening, Constable.
I found
Good
P.C.
evening, sir.
Smith.
I am Dr. Watson. Would you happen to be P.C. Smith, the man who patrols this beat?
That's me. And you work with the famous Sherlock Holmes, don't you? What
Hello.
I
Hello.
believe you were on duty the night when the murder
That was
took
easy
place
enough to
here.
find him. He was just
You would
standing
certainly
right in front
be
of the
able to
door.
confirm a few details, such as the time of death that the medical examiner
I mean,
gave.
Holmes had
It's
just
that
gone
I
in,
wasn't there when
apparently.
the body was discovered. I do think I can help you.
I do think I can help you.
I was told that you had seen the victim that very night.
Indeed. But it was before the murder. I saw her, not far from here. She was talking to a man. It was around 12:30 or 12:35 a.m.
Could you not tell the difference between the two times?
What did this man look
A
like?
man?
I only saw him from behind, really. He was wearing a short black outfit, a small felt hat like a cap in a dark colour.
I only saw him from behind. He didn't turn round mid-act.
He seemed to be a respectable type. He was carrying a package in his hand, wrapped in newspaper, about 18 inches long and about 6
Jesus
inches wide.
Christ.
His outfit reminds me of someone that I
Meanwhile,
know.
the elephant in London Zoo has had its penis chopped off.
I don't
Bizarre.
think so, no. Even though I only saw him from behind, I would say that he was barely 30 years old, or even less. Say, 28, or
How
even
do you
less.
know from someone from the back?
26 years old, and 5 foot 8 inches tall at the very most.
24, 22
With a
maybe.
small, dark
20
brown
at
moustache
the
and an
least.
olive complexion, I would say. But once again, I only caught a brief glimpse of his face in three-quarter profile.
Nobody else saw this man?
I discussed this previously with Mr. Eagle, the president
Hey,
of the
Mr.
Workers'
Register,
Club.
a complaint
And I
about this
turned
dead
around
parrot,
8:30 a.m. to the club. Used the passage
which
to
I
the
purchased not
yard
half an hour
to get
ago
to the
from
club
this very
because the main
boutique.
door was locked. He can attest that he didn't see anyone else in the passage at that time, but wasn't really paying attention to who else might have been in Burner Street itself. He was listening to the song coming from the club. In short, no one else saw him.
Oh,
Well,
well,
thank you.
thank you.
Having satisfied my curiosity, my friend.
A fine evening to
You've
you.
called me your friend. Right, okay, what have we established? Control Sherlock Holmes.
Well, Watson, let's go to Dutfield's yard.
Okay. Where is Dutfield's yard? I've completely forgotten.
I have no reason to go...
No, of course not.
I have no reason to go that way.
For God's sake, I've forgotten where I'm meant to go. Walk down Burner Street from the pub and sit... Oh, okay. I think I meant to go...
Dutfield's yard.
There we are. That's useful.
Your interrogation of P.C. Smith has proven to be very shrewd.
That was
and of
hardly an
great
interrogation.
interest. Thanks to the information I've managed to gather, and that you were able to read.
I think if that was an interrogation, the UN would be a lot more lax on their interrogation laws.
Location.
Hello, old chap. Stop interrogating
The
me!
site of Liz Stride's murder.
Oh, hang on, what? Timeline, okay. Midnight. Club meeting ends.
Midnight, the Socialist Club meeting ends. The members, mainly Jewish men, gradually begin to leave the club in little groups or alone. "12:20 a.m. The American leaves the Socialists Club for some fresh air. The street is deserted.
Dun dun dun.
12:30
I like that,
to
the two
12:35
little arrows to
a.m.
say between.
Smith notices Liz Stride talking to the man with the package.
Ooh, is that his name on the street?
12:40 a.m. Eagle, the president of the club, enters the Workers' Club via the passageway through Dutfield's yard. He passed through Dutfield's yard. If Liz Stride had already been killed, he would have had to walk over her. The murder,
Get up off the
therefore,
floor,
had
love.
not yet happened. "12:43 a.m. Israel Swartz passes by Dutfield's yard and witnesses the attack on Liz Stride. 12:44 a.m. Schwartz crosses to the other side of the road. The attacker sees him and yells, Lipsky. The attacker must have shouted to his accomplice at the end of the road, Lipsky, indicating at Schwartz using his head in an attempt to scare off this undesirable. "12:45 a.m. Schwartz runs away, followed for a short distance by this man.
And the horse, the horse. What was this about, a horse and a what?
1 a.m. Mr. Dienschutz wants to enter with his cars, but the pony refuses. We know that the murder took place between 12:45
Blasted
and 1
pony!
a.m. Mr.
Do what I tell you!
Dienschutz, therefore, must have disturbed the killer. Let's place Liz Stride's murder on the timeline, Watson.
So anywhere between here and here.
12:45 to 1 a.m., the murder of Liz Stride. It took place in this very spot, as the traces of blood were very confined. We will come back to this point in a few moments to elaborate on what could have happened.
She was killed. That's what happened.
We are still missing certain information in order to finish this investigation, Watson.
No shit. Information like maybe the identity of the murderer.
What are we doing, Holmes?
Oh god, do you have any idea what's going on at all? Because I don't.
This door leads to the club for Jewish Socialist workers.
Anything up here? Obviously not. Hello, there's something down here. Oh, that's where the body was.
Imagine the victim laid down there on the ground.
Now imagine some kind of crudely drawn picture of the woman.
Her right hand, it is bloody, as is her wrist.
Her red right hand. Oh, hang on.
Her right hand,
Yes,
it
I'm
is
just
bloody,
checking.
as is her wrist.
Neck wound.
The throat, there is but one clean cut, slightly
There is but
slanted
one!
downwards.
There can be only one! Her nose is quite pink. Sit.
Her left hand, it is closed around a bag of pastels.
Those bloody pastels. Why are the pastels involved? Leave the pastels out of this. Anything to do with the blood?
ground is
No.
muddy. The ground
Now
is
I'm just
muddy.
now I'm just going around clicking the button.
Her left
Anything,
hand,
anything,
it is
anything?
closed around a bag of
No.
pastels.
I think that's it. Or maybe not, there does appear to be more.
Her knees and dress, they are clean.
Ah, there we go. Now then. Let's do some deducing. The knees, I wonder if it's like... Ground is dirty, clean, therefore... The victim didn't struggle on the ground, I'm guessing. The victim was killed... The victim wiped her clothes. No, before I die, I want to die clean. Stride and her murderer were standing up at the moment of the mortal. Maybe? Hang on, what does that say? The wound is starting from the right. And the wound was... It was the left hand, I'm guessing. There is only one wound. It's wound mortal. The victim had her neck broken. The murderer struck the blow from below. From his height, I'm guessing. Stride is approximately... No. Taller? Shorter? Something's gone wrong. Let's just see what this is. Is ambidextrous? Left-handed? Right-handed? Okay, something's definitely gone wrong here. Let's have a look. There is only one wound from his height. Oh, apparently I did get that right, but Oh, I see. I got that bit wrong. And therefore that, for some reason, makes those assumptions incorrect. I got there anyway. Anyway. Right hand... The murderer is a lumberjack, but he is definitely not okay.